Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Faith, and today guys I'll be checking out Joe Rogan as he blasts Jason Aldean cancellation, and he said what about rap song, because let's not even go into the lyrics of rap song because that's a whole world on its own. And it's not a good look at there. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Joe Rogan has to say in this video.
But the level of outrage coming from people that are upset about that song is so strange when there are hundreds of rap songs out there that are infinitely worse.
Joe Rogan has really been going hard against cancel culture recently, and now he's speaking about the Jason Aldean cancellation, and he's going really hard against that one as well. At first, when the Bud Light situation dropped, he was kind of on the side of Dylan Mulvaney a bit, saying, the boycott's a little bit ridiculous, maybe we shouldn't be boycotting Bud Light that much. And then when he looked into the situation a little bit more, he was very adamantly on the side of the Bud Light boycott, and he's very much, against Dylan Mulvaney. He thinks Dylan Mulvaney is a bit ridiculous. On the Jason Aldean situation though, I don't think he has ever flip-flopped his opinion. He's just straight up saying this is wrong, we shouldn't be canceling Jason Aldean for these lyrics. And we'll check out this clip right here. This tweet from Chief Nerd says Joe Rogan pushes back on the Jason Aldean critics. The level of outrage coming from people that are upset about that song is so strange when there are hundreds of rap songs out there that are infinitely worse and also enjoyable, and no complaints at all. And that's a quote from Joe Rogan about the Jason Aldean try that in a small town cancellation. Let's check out this full clip from Joe Rogan on the Joe Rogan Experience right here.
People are upset at the country music channel because the Jason Aldean song, try that in a small town. The level of outrage, like, now I'm not saying that that's the greatest song the world's ever known, but the level of outrage coming from people that are upset about that song is so strange when there are hundreds of rap songs out there that are infinitely worse and also enjoyable,
misogynistic, glorifying violence.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all they rap about, right? Is violence and drugs and things like that. And we saw, Ice Spice recently had a music video that was obviously sexual, because that's the only reason why she's even famous. But she had a music video that was like really sexual, and it had a 16-year-old twerking in it. And there's like some outrage about it, but not from the same people that are outraged about Jason Aldean. Like, it's more the people who are on the Jason Aldean side, the people who are supporting Try That in a Small Town, that were kind of going against Ice Spice for having a minor twerking in her music video. Like, it's just pretty wild how they only attack things that go against their specific ideology. They don't actually care about the betterment of the world. They don't actually care about being principled against certain things. They're just like, oh, the right is enjoying Jason Aldean. Jason Aldean put some stuff that maybe the right might like in his song, in his music video. Oh, we must cancel it then. We must take it down. That's the only principle that they have in life, is just to be a contrarian to the right wing. That's it.
The whole thing,
and no complaints at all. And we're not even talking about old stuff. There's new stuff too. There's hip hop. There's wild rock songs. There's a lot of wild shit. And to be focusing on that one, and it's the racial aspect of it. It was crazy because, like, the real Antifa problems that were happening during the BLM, I think it was a lot of white people doing that, wasn't it? It was a lot of, like, lost liberal whites who are very angry.
That was like 90%.
Who decided to take up this movement and smash things. So, like, the racial aspect of it, there's nothing racial about the lyrics.
Nothing at all, until they make it racist, until people like Whoopi Goldberg make it racist, and The View and everything like that, man. And so shout out to Joe Rogan for once again actually standing for something, because for a while I was kind of iffy on Joe Rogan, and then once 2020 came around, he was actually pushing back against a lot of the mandates, a lot of the jab stuff. And now, the Bud Light situation, whenever that first came out, like I said earlier, he was kind of on Dylan Mulvaney's side a bit, kind of against the Bud Light boycott. But now it seems like he's a lot more principled nowadays, especially when it comes to cancel culture and stuff like that. He stood up for Gina Carano. Now he's standing up for Jason Aldean, which, you know, the Jason Aldean situation is kind of up in the air right now, because if you don't know, Jason Aldean actually removed 6 seconds from the Try That in a Small Town music video that depicted some stuff from the BLM riots, but apparently it was also filmed by Fox Atlanta, so some people are claiming that Jason Aldean was, you know, there was some copyright issues and Jason Aldean was forced to remove those 6 seconds from the Try That in a Small Town music video, but Jason Aldean hasn't made a statement yet. So I would assume that if that was the case, if he was hit with copyright issues, then he would probably make a statement. Jason Aldean would come out on Twitter and say, hey guys, like, I don't want to remove these things, but they're forcing me to because of copyright issues. And because Jason Aldean has made so much money because people are supporting him because of his cancellation. His listens to the Try That in a Small Town song were up like 27,000% or something like that. And now he's kind of turning on that group of people who were supporting him by removing those 6 seconds from the music video that he was canceled for. So it would be pretty crazy for him to get hit with a copyright issue, be forced to remove those 6 seconds from the music video, and him not say anything on social media. For me, this looks like a classic situation of him bending the knee, of Jason Aldean backing down from cancel culture, trying to make the money from the right, also fence ride and not piss off the left too bad. We've seen what happens to people who do that, like Bud Light. They platform Dylan Mulvaney, but they don't fully back Dylan Mulvaney, and they also fully don't disavow Dylan Mulvaney. Therefore, you piss off both sides, and you lose a ton of money. You lose 30% of your sales. I think Jason Aldean might have a similar thing happen to him. But once again, shout out to Joe Rogan. Let me know what you're thinking about what Joe Rogan had to say in this clip in the comments. I'm glad Joe Rogan has finally taken a 100% stance against cancel culture and supporting people like Jason Aldean, even though, like I said, that situation is kind of up in the air. But let me know what you're thinking about this whole Joe Rogan clip from the Joe Rogan Experience about Jason Aldean and Try That in a Small Town.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting watch, and I really agree with what Joe Rogan said. And let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you agree with what Joe Rogan said? If you really enjoyed watching, give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And this is me officially signing out. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.